Okay, now have you seen that screen? Okay, no? Hello? Isanga, have you seen my
Yes,
screen?
yes, yes,
Am I audible also, no?
yes,
Okay, no issue, no? Okay. Now you got it, the data and the information, okay, according your day-to-day life. Now you receive. Next, wait. Okay, now direct data and indirect data. Okay, you have a question about that papers also. Direct data, what are the example for that? Indirect data. Okay, think about it. Okay, now you have a coffee packet. Okay, so you are using directly hot water and the coffee packet, but coffee packet you use it, it's directly you apply. Okay, hello, have you got it?
yes, yes,
Okay, now data can be divided into direct data, indirect data. Okay, direct data we are at sorry, we are telling as a it's a primary data because it's directly we are using, so that's what we tell, that's a primary data. That's mean we are going to be collecting those data for the specific purpose or specific task. Okay, we are using for that purpose only. But indirect data, it's a second and third person who are the company or that your friend, whatever, they collect those data. Okay, that is third party collected, but according your purpose, you go and request him, I need these data. Can I have those? So that is the indirect data. Those data collected with someone mean third party collected, but you didn't collect it, but you can use that data or you can process that data. That's what you request that data. So that is we considered as a indirect data. So think about, okay. Now um think about so like this, you are a class teacher or analysis of your school. Okay, you are going to ask, you need to have some computer science students of who are in A level marks, so you went to the class and directly asked the students, you receive or write their marks. That is the direct data because at that environment, that at that place you were presented. Okay, according your purpose, you need to go for a summarize of the computer science marks. Okay, they are good at not level or how you can improve. So something for the process you needed. So you went and directly talked with the students, then you received the marks, or then at the same time you ask something why you lower level in science or whatever. So some questions raised up by you. So for the specific purpose, you did. That person who is did for the purpose only. Okay, according to the particular one purpose. So did, that is a direct data. Okay, you can have a questionnaire like something you can ask, why did you lose the marks this 40 like something, why you didn't study. So some raise up questions will be applied. An interview means there are two person will talk opposite side, there are two person will be talk, you raise up some question, that person who is opposite he answered. Then you can observe. You entered the school. Then you observe particular classroom during the lesson period. Okay. So data logs. So like this, you can go collect the data, that is direct data. Okay. I will explain each of them separate heading under the heading also. Okay. No issue. Don't worry. Then indirect data mean you are not staff of that school, but you need to collect more information. You just inform through the office. You collect some of data. I mean, they will give the summarize of students' data. That is the third party data. Indirect, you didn't connect with the students. You never been in that class. You didn't see or talk with the student, but from one of the management, you receive one paper, this is the marks of the student you receive. That is the third party data. That is the indirect data. You are using secondary data. Okay. So think about uh, So we are registered in electoral register, mean election department. We register as a vote list. Vote list also as a indirect data. Sometimes in government for the donations or whatever, they are using the indirect data. Okay, they never talk with each of the person who are in that village or that area, but they collect through the election list or the vote list. They calculated, then they get it, then they used to give their some donation or whatever. Then other thing, I think you have more experience about indirect data. Okay, business collection personal information mean sometimes we have some more messages from some of shops or school or wherever, some institutes also sending. But they didn't get my mobile number, my email letters from me. They get it from the dialogue office. They collect some who are in the Colombo area. Can you give a mobile numbers? Okay. At the same time, some of you subscribe some detail. I think one of the group, they been in the school, they collect who are in the grade 3 student, collect them parents mobile number, email, then they subscribe all detail, they send to us. So that is the indirect information. The person who is collected at the person who receive one of the person number, no connection. We never seen, we never talk. That is the indirect data. Direct data, the person face to face. Okay, which purpose we needed, we receive those. Indirect data, maybe this is unreliable. Maybe some of your mobile numbers never work. When you go for a vote list, some of your person disappeared. So indirect data, it's not reliable. But direct data, we present that place. So we know this has happened, we know that person, so that is more reliable. Have you got this point? Hello?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, think about direct data mean you went to the shop. Okay, you buy one of the food call or somewhere, you receive lunch packet. Okay, so now think about, you don't know who that person make it, which curries and rice have you received that. That is the indirect data because of the person who is cooked that rice, you don't know, no direction. But your mama is, okay, now direct data mean at home, your mama is cooking for you. You know that person, your mama cooking. So you tell Amma, I don't like a potato curry. Please don't cook. Can you cook some other curry? So according your purpose, you inform your mama. So mama also cooked for your favorite curry. So that is the direct data, direct person. Directly you talk with your mama. Okay. So I need today lunch. I need a white rice. At the same time, chicken curry or else dal curry or some fries. So directly you tell your mama. So according your purpose, you likes that. That is a direct data. You know the person. You face to face. Okay. Now you raise up, Amma. How can you cook? Don't deep fry. Slightly can you fry fish like this? That is a direct connection. That is a direct data. But here also you have a lunch plate. At the same time, when you go for a shop, you receive one lunch plate, a plate of one lunch like curries with a curry. But which they have only you receive. But you don't have any connection with the chef or anything. That is an indirect data. He cooked, he put it on the stall, you receive, that is a secondary. That is a which one use it the secondary purpose, that's they for the business they are doing. But your favorite curry you can't have it, which they have. Maybe you doesn't like to deep fry, slightly fry when I need it, but and sometimes they have a deep fry one, so you receive that. That is your not purpose different. Okay, so like that you can think is which you long packet receive your one of the shop. Okay, that is a direct data. Your mama cook for you, that is a direct data. Indirect data mean you ordered or you receive the pack one of the shop through the Uber or Pick Me, you receive the lunch packet. Those things, the indirect data, you don't the person who cooked for you. At the same time, direct data mean you know that person according your purpose he made for your lunch. Have you got it this idea?
Yes,
Hello?
teacher.
Have you any doubt?
No, teacher.
Are you okay this? Have you understand, no? Okay.
Yes,
Do
teacher.
you have a book, this book, no? According to your syllabus, you
Yes.
bought that book, no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, direct data. So how can you talk with your mama? Today, early morning, you ordered, Amma, I need a rice, fried rice. Some question asks, Amma, what do you need for making fried rice? That's questionnaire. Questionnaire mean we prepared some question. It can be a WH question, open-ended, yes or no, whatever. Okay, then interview. Okay, your sister has come today. You're home. Then you ask, my sister, she specializes in cooking. So you ask, how can you cook? How do you that? So some interview question you can raise up. She also will be answered for that. Then observation. You observe how they cook. Okay. So that is the things. These are the observation. Okay. Uh, Okay, then the data locking. There is a new word. Data locking means that is we are using specialized computer sensory. Okay, so this is the collection of data method. It's a new method. We collect the data. Okay, and not for the physical lesson or not for the physical wise. This is you think about. Okay, how can I tell? One display. I think nowadays you are familiar with robotics. They are cooking for that. Then while you entered, they counting your numbers while into the shop. Now counting systems are there. Fingerprint system also there. Have you heard about? I think you have more experience, no? While into the super mall, they captured your car number. Isanga?
Yes.
Hello? So this is the questionnaire interview observation, very old method. Okay, that's a new method. Nowadays we are collecting the data. Okay, if you entered the one of the super mall, while entering they capture our car number. Now that's a sensory method they are using. Now they collect all data, which car number they can go through the computer. That database will show 745. This car 5588 is entered this super mall supermarket, wherever. Okay, they receive the information until when he leaves, they calculate the time. Then he need to pay 200 or 500, whatever. Those are the data. So if you need, okay, how many, what about their business? You can think about how many cars today entered this parking. So no need to talk with the car person or driver, whatever. So you can directly get from the data today 250 cars today parked during the 10 to 12 o'clock. So you receive this data. That is the data locking mean through the sensory. That's the technology developed now. Through the sensory, through the monitoring, we collect the data. That is the sensory method or the computer method. We collect those data. We call data locking. Have you got it? Yes, Sangha?
Yes.
Okay. Now think about it. Other point. So direct data. You were present that place. Your mama cooking for. You know that is original. Original mean you can see. Okay, which data you want, your purpose. Okay, while data gathering, you can receive the original data. Okay, for the what list, they apply some duplicate people. Data can be duplicated. Okay, but if you present only, you know that person died last year, but they didn't update the vote list. So when you receive the third party data, it's not reliable. But when you go direct data collecting method, direct data source, it can have original data. Have you got it? Isanga, are you okay?
Yes.
Okay. So direct data, these are the method, these which four method we are using to collect the data because we are directly present now. Questionnaires, we raise up some questionnaire, we made up interviews, observation, data locking. Data locking also real thing because their sensory method they receive now. So that person, that vehicle, some of you that object will be presentable there. Okay, so that is also direct data chose. I think they asked the question for this paper also. What are the direct source method? How can you collect it? What are the indirect source method? Okay, now questionnaire. Okay, we know the direct data source. No, direct data source can have these follow-up method: questionnaire, interview, observation, data logging. Okay, then questionnaire. Okay, and now you need to develop the hospital management system for the ward. Okay, now you have to create the system. How to create the system? How you can enter the personal data of the patient. So you need to receive. If you go for a hospital, you don't know. You are a developer. You are a software developer right now, or the IT specialist. Okay. Now you have to gather data for the ward management system. Have you got it, Isanka? Hello?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Now you want to meet with the who are the in charge of that hospital. That's mean ward, particular ward for the pediatric ward or the surgical ward. That for the adult person or whatever. So if you enter the hospital, first you have to register your name. If you go for a consultation service, you give your name, age, and gender. These are the main thing. Okay, so now think about if you go for a student management system, if you develop the system, you are a software developer now. So which data need to be gathered like that? Okay, now think about which kind of question, because of you need to gather data. Some of your place they need age and gender, it's compulsory. Some of your place that not compulsory. Okay, now think about we have to go for a one concept. Now developing the hospital system for what? Compulsory that person who is admitted, we need his age. Okay, because of otherwise we can't give a medication. According to age, there are limits. At the same time, sometime two same name person will be admitted. So how we can differentiate both two person? Okay, so we can go for, if you for the adult ward, we can go for a national identity card number. If you foreign person who are in come from Russia, whatever, how we can identify that person? We have to schedule with his passport number or whatever. So it's compulsory. Now you collect open-ended question. You can give who are the staff of that ward, maybe warden, male nurse, then ward boy, whatever. You just give a questionnaire, they mark it. How each patient admitted from the ward or how they transferred, which data you collected, first name, last name, date of birth. If you go for a pediatric ward, you need to collect the date of birth. Okay. Then under 18 years old, the person who are, admitted to the pediatric ward, not adult person, no. So like that, according to your purpose, you have to keep it. So before that, you have to collect the information. You have to create the questionnaire. Questionnaire can be open-ended. Okay, you randomly you added question and they can answer for question. Multiple choice. Okay, vote rounding time. You can add morning, evening, night, midnight, 4 times. So multiple choice like that. They added 3 or 4, whatever. Scaling question. Scaling question mean 3-star, 5-star, or it's 1, 2, 3 until 5. They mark it for. So like those are the scalar. Then pictorial question mean you added pictures. Okay, so those things you need to, which that is according your purpose, you have to prepare the questionnaire, you have to give it. Okay, so questionnaire mainly where we go for the research. I think if you go for a degree, after degree end of the year, you need to do the research. At the same time, masters or PhD, you need a research. So that's time they must prepare some questionnaire. According to the questionnaire, they gathered more information and they go for a process. Okay, have you got it, Isanka?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Why we need questionnaire? Need to gather data or need to gather according to your purpose from the people or person wherever. Okay. Then interview. interview, that can be have a formal meeting. There are, you know that no, two people will be appeared, then they collect the information. If you for the ward, you need to meet the doctor, you can ask what kind of patient are going to be admitted. That is a surgical ward. Surgical ward means just who has the fever, that person can't admitted, that person going to for the other medical ward. So who insured, that person will be admitted, how many days. So those things, how you can identify the each person, because some of you same name, some of you have a same name, same age, same address also will appear. But in Sri Lanka, we can get a national identity card. It might be a different. It's never duplicated. Okay, so like that, they can do that. Okay, so according to that topic, you can collect. So when you do the system, first we have to add the patient personal detail information. So from that, you must ask the national identity card. Otherwise, they can't identify easily. So sometimes patient might be duplicate or data might be duplicate. So that thing. Okay. So you will learn for the database. Okay. You have a database unit there. So you will learn more data. So that time you can understand why we need to go for a questionnaire. Okay. Then observation. Okay, now you are going to do the system now. So you need to be in the ward. You have to observe. Okay, one person into the hospital. First, which process happened? Now register the patient detail. His name, age, reason, and the location. Then some, if you come for the pediatric person, added the parent details, parent mobile number, parent ID, those things. So you can observe, this is the form, they are doing this, this is the process happened, they admitted and go for the treatment, how he discharged from the hospital, final report is a diagnosis. Like that, you have to be observed, you have to be present there. That's mean directly you get the data. Okay, then data locking. Okay, there are system is everywhere, we are using this time, no? So data locking, now I told the computer and sensors is to collect data locking, no? So think about, I think it's a temperature. Okay, we can't measure no directly. You learn in science, no? Temperature, you can't. You need a device to measure it. So that's a sensory method. So sensory method, use it. Data locking mean can be that means we have to use the computer and the sensory to collect the data. Okay. Commonly we are using the data locking scientific experiment. Okay, I think if you go for higher studies, admin, degree or masters, nowadays for the weather forecast, they are using the sensory method to calculate it. I think now parent students are trying to do that. So that means sensory method. How they collect the data? Through the data locking method. For the weather forecasting, I think free weather forecasting system. So that means there are no person there, no interview, no questionnaire. Directly they need to go for a data locking. They need to prepare the sensory device. Then they keep it from the sensory method. They receive the data. They can have a number. So graph, this graph today is temperature like this in Kandy area, like that they can do. That is a scientific experiment method also. We are using, you think about when we enter the super mall at the car parking, we entered, few minutes we stop, they capture our car. That's a sensory method. They captured that pictures. They identify their numbers also. Okay, so those are the things the technology developed now. So sensory method, we collect the information. That is the data locking. That's the direct method. Have you got it? Isanga, are you okay?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And then we have to tomorrow now. Okay. Now, can you tell me only one unit you have done? Okay. There are more content are there. We have to cover within the short time. We don't have much time now. If you, I think within 2 days, next class, we can go for 2 hours. We must finish unit 1. Okay. Then I will send the questions. No, not question. I will send the data. This past paper question. They have a covered unit 1. Then we can go through that also. Again, we have to go for a unit 2. Okay, before that, I think paper 1 to 7 unit first cover up. Then we have to start to do the past paper. Okay. If you prepare, do the past paper only, you can have output. That's the final results, no? Isn't it? Hello?
Okay.
Okay, now only you learn unit 1. There are 21 units are there. Then we have to do the some practicals work also. What about next time? Which is your available time?
It's Thursday.
Sorry?
Thursday can be
Okay, Thursday. Okay, tell me, we have to, they will call you or else how can you? Thursday, what's the time you can be there?
after 5 p.m.
After 5 o'clock. Okay. Mom, early time, noon school, you have a school day, no?
Yes,
7:45. What about 8 o'clock or 8:30? Hello?
I have school.
You have a school, no? No,
Yes.
I'm asking night time.
Okay.
What about 2 hours? No, so we need to cover more data. Unit 1, almost we try to finish it. Are you
Okay.
okay with Thursday, 8 to 10?
Yes.
Okay. 8 to 10 Thursday mean 6th of March, no?
Yes.
6th of March, 8 p.m. to 10. Okay. Okay. 10, can you tell me on that day we can go for a Saturday or Sunday? Okay. Your time is tell me, then we can put more classes and do it. Okay. But I will send the PDF. Okay. I will send them right now. Then they can have it. Better to re-study. Can you write those sentence? So for that practice only you can do in the exam. Okay. Written exam you have.
Okay.
I think after finish it, better to start the database questions also there. Then quickly we cover a 1 to 8. Okay. Don't waste our time to do the writing during the session. Next one, hardware and the software unit. We have to do.
I have
Hmm.
exams in November.
When? When you will have exam? May or June?
November.
November. Okay. Thank God. She told me you know something. Okay. No issue. But while doing the lesson, we have to do the past papers also. Okay. Don't worry. I will send the past paper. You have to write the answer. I will send the scheme also. Okay. Which I have get it for those. 21 units are there, but 1 to 8 units quickly we have to finish. Okay. Don't waste our time. Quickly we have to finish hardware and software. And the algorithm, okay, I think within 2 weeks I will try to finish 1 or 2 or 3 units, okay? And we have to do
Okay.
more past papers. Then there are database also there. You have a numeric character. What is the data? It can be a numeric character or alphanumeric character, integer. Then we have to do the how to create the database also there. Then normalization also there. If you have a primary just data, if you have a database, they ask it is in the normalized form, first normalized form. So we have to remove the redundancy part, duplicate data. There are more data dictionary also there. That normalization, first, second, third, until third normalization you have. They will give the data table, then they will ask like that, can you make it a third normalization form? Okay. And then you have to create the data, which font style. Yeah, no issue. You can daily work out, okay? Which you learn, do it daily and rewrite again and again also. Then main thing is that LAN WAN. So IT, no, information technology or communication technology there. You need to know about local area network, wide area network, peer-to-peer connection, virtual connection, which is using Sri Lanka. We have a virtual connection part in SLT. They are using they much. Then there are, what are the devices in the network, switch, cubs, wireless, then wireless point, gateway, bridges, routers. You have a routers, optical cables, then server part, file server, web server. Now we are using the web server, no? Which we website. Those are the we need to web server. Okay, we have to buy a web server. We added our content, then we can see the web server websites. Then the print server, file server, then the cloud computing also you have more. Then wireless communication there, Bluetooth radio, those things. There are more. November, no? Okay, so we can make it timetable quickly. We have to finish. Okay, at least A plus your target. You might target A plus, no? The system life cycle mean you have to develop the system, which is you today we done know how to collect the data. Have you hear me? Are you okay?
Yes, teacher.
How to collect the data. Then we have to design. Design means we have to create the database. There are some diagrams are there. Data flow diagram. How we can apply for the database. Then you have to develop the system. Testing, whiteboard testing, black box testing. Then implementation means parallel running there. Direct changeover. That's mean if you have an old system, take off all, then apply new system. So that is there. Then documentation part also. Evaluation mean how to be, if you got a banking system, I think you have experience in the banking system. So how they use it, how updated new system, those things they are. Then data part, data analyzing is a 17 unit. Traffics also there. Oh. RGB color, CMYK mean that crayon, magenta, yellow, those things. That's according to the car. RGB mean red, green, blue colors, how they synthesis. Then graphics, how can bitmap? It's when you create the web page, which picture you can add it because it's converted as text, no? So minimum you have to minimize that. So bitmap or JPG or pin image, how you can apply. Then animation part also there. Then programming, I think you have to create the one website like through the HTML. You need to know JavaScript. No issue. We can do the practical. Okay. If is it possible, I prepared 21 also. You have a notepad. No, you have in your lap notepad there. Do you have?
Yes, teacher.
Notepad there. It's okay. It's enough. So we have to start at HTML basic one. Okay. Through the browser we can run it because while doing unit 1 we better to start 21 also. That's a programming. There are more coding part. You have to use the HTML JavaScript. Okay. First HTML part how we can apply. Okay. We can do the one class for that also. While doing we can cover up your syllabus quickly. Yeah, then you have to use the gates also there. Object oriented method, logical operations also. While loop, for loop. Grading the marks, we can use the loop, for loop, while loop. Have you heard about those?
Yes.
Okay. Then flow chart there. So according to your syllabus, there are so many flow charts are there. According to your syllabus, we can pick it those. But better to do the past papers while doing the lesson. Then, do you have a teacher in your school, no, for IT? Hello?
No,
You don't have a teacher. Which subject you are having? Computer science? What about biology, physics, chemistry?
I'm doing physics and
Ah,
physics, maths and ICT.
Maths and IT. Okay. Okay. And you have a November. So November mean we have to ready for finish the lesson August. Okay. Mm. Then I think I will allocate more time for you. No issue. I will prepare everything. Now you are okay with this. Okay. Today 1 hour class only. Okay. Don't think because of
Okay.
some interruption we had it no during the rejoin. No issue, but 1 hour class. Okay. But I will add more 10 to 20 minutes. No issue. Okay. Don't worry. Then
Okay.
so I will inform them 6th of March, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Are you okay with this time?
Okay.
Okay. Shall I book this time? I will inform them. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then I will send the PDF quickly soon. Okay. Which done today, I will send it soon. Okay. Okay, thank you so
Okay.
much. Then I will inform.
Thank you.
Okay, today 1 hour class. Okay, don't think about I just keep it in. No, only 1 hour. If I allocated 2 hours, I will go to the 2.5 hours. Okay, that's a
Okay.
2 hour class because some interruption is happened. No, rejoining then matter. If you anything, tell me. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. If you want anything, please ask me. Okay, don't be hesitate to anything to talk with me. Okay.
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 Thank you.
Thank you so much. See you soon. Good night.
Good night.